All right. Well, thank you for inviting. My name is Raphaël Colantonio. Uh, I was founder and creative director of Arkane Studios for many, many years.
And for anybody who wants to start their own studio, what advice would you give for them?
I think, depending on when they are in life, making your own anything, not just your own studio, your own company in general, means that it has to be the most important thing at that time for you, because it's gonna take a lot of um it's gonna take a lot of sacrifice, a lot of mind cycles, a lot of frustration, a lot of strength to go through all the hoops. And if you don't do that as a mission in life, like there's nothing more important than that, then chances are you might give up on the way, because there's gonna be it's gonna be so hard that this is really the most important part. The rest, of course, you need to have a product. You need to have an idea that you think the world needs to see, because that's going to motivate you for the first thing I was talking about. And also, why make something that the world doesn't need, or you need to believe that the world needs to see that idea, that game that you have in mind. It's going to also help recruiting people that want to see that same thing happen, as opposed to, oh yeah, we're just going to do some game, at first we're going to start small, we're just going to do a thing that looks like this game, and then little by little we're going to make cool games. If you start like this, you'll never recruit anyone that is really good.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about it like that.
And that that was one of the reason Arcane, I think, landed where we did, is because we never compromised in our passion and our ambitions about what we wanted ultimately. Otherwise, someone who likes our kind of games, they would work for a company that already does this kind of game. Why would they work for? Why would they work for the guys that do the not so cool game with the hope that someday they will do a cool game? Um, so yeah, those are my. Of course, the hard thing is, where do you find the money? I think these days you can make pretty big game for less money than we used to. So the beauty today is that you have free engines, close to free, like Unreal or Unity, where frankly, if you're young and you live with your parents, or not with your parents, but you almost have, not much needs, because you're still at a phase of your life where you can afford a lot of, you can afford to live pretty simply. Uh, with all the remote tools that we have, like Zoom and as I said, the free engines, the free tools of sort, and you can even buy some a lot of assets for a few dollars only. I think a team of 8, 10 uh, young developers can really do miracles these days, and then we are lucky enough that now we can distribute things directly ourselves on some distribution platforms, or directly into the App Store, etc. So I have hopes. The only problem, of course, nowadays is that there are so many people who wants to make it, that there's a lot of noise, and the problem becomes, how do you cut through the noise? How do you do something where you get noticed? And that's why now more than ever, you can't just get away with doing a Me Too game. You have to do something that is going to be instantly catchy, and probably through the visuals at first, because
No, I
that's the only
agree.
thing people see on a screen. They can't understand gameplay on the screen, but they will see, oh, that this game that looks all weird and or beautiful, or
Mhm.
this.
Yeah, it looks kind of interesting. I kind of want to check it out.